Slipknot, Paramore, Bring Me the Horizon, and Sum 41. Let's talk about this week in metal. Now we're back, there's been more news that's come out this week, so let's talk about it a little bit. We're going to start right off the bat with Slipknot. Now they've been in the news quite a lot recently with all the Jay Weinberg situation that's happened, but here we are with some new information for 2024. Now it will be their 25th anniversary next year. They're coming to the UK and Europe with a tour celebrating all of that, but we also might have some new music coming next year. Clown has talked to NME about the Look Outside Your Window release. We've talked about it so many times. It was recorded during the time of All Hope Is Gone. It features a few of the members that went and did their own kind of experimental project around there at that time, and it's been held back, said it's going to be released multiple times, but apparently it's going to have a release date next year. We'll see. Clown has said there'll be a reissue potentially of the debut album next year, as well as a documentary where he's been compiling footage over all these years, and maybe a big release, a big celebration, a happy 25th birthday to Slipknot coming in 2024. Now, Paramore clickbaited the fuck out of their audience the other day. They put something on a story talking about the end of the This Is Why era after all the touring that's gone on, about the next chapter maybe being a bit unsure, uncertain. However, if you follow the link all the way through, it was an interview with Uproxx where they talked about this being the end of their record deal. A little bit similar to Slipknot before, to be honest, where they are now independent in a minute. They're looking at what's going to happen in the future, but they know that together they will stay. Paramore will still exist. Just a bit uncertain with what happens with future releases and where they go from a label perspective from here with future things. Don't panic, Paramore aren't going away at the minute. Now, after their incredible headline set at the Friday night of Download this year, Bring Me the Horizon was set to be releasing the next Posthuman EP this year. We haven't seen it. Posthuman Next Gen was originally set to be released on September 15th. However, they said there'll be a delay in this. They weren't happy with where it's at, and they didn't want to put out something they didn't feel was complete and up to the standards they wanted to. This was then pushed back to January 12th, 2024, something that's less than a month away now, and once again, it has been delayed. They have put out emails to some of the fan base who had pre-orders saying that they expect the album to now be released in summer 2024, a lot later than we expected. They've toured in extensiveness of this so far with a lot of the singles that have been released. They've got the tour coming up around the UK in particular in January. Originally, we were meant to have 4 EPs in a year. I'm intrigued about what's going to happen with this and whether we still get more Posthumans after this, if we still get the other 2 that are supposedly coming in this kind of set that they mentioned prior. But either way, don't have a fixed release date still, but we'll just keep waiting, I guess. And finally, Sum 41 have released a few more details about their final album coming out on March 29th next year, Heaven and Hell. It's a double album of pop punk on one side, 10 tracks, and metal on the other side, 10 tracks. It's the last album from a band that have been, front runners of pop punk. They have paved the way for so many bands, been such a massive influence to people, and to kind of see this as the end of a career happening, quite sad, because they're a band that I really grew up on, and looking forward to them at Download next year. It'll be a nice celebration, I think. This does lead me straight away into the new releases of this week. Not much is going on, as you've kind of seen throughout the rest of December. It's been a fairly quiet month, but we have got the new single from Sum 41, Rise Up. Go and check it out. It's an absolute banger, and it's getting me excited for this last album, this last big hurrah. Let us know down below if there's any news that you think we've missed or any songs that you think we need to check out that have been recently released. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. All kinds of great things here for metal and alternative music. We have our awards coming very, very soon. Very excited for that. And also, join the Ragamuffin Club. If you missed it, we recently launched our Facebook group as a community where we can talk about music more together, because sometimes the YouTube comment section doesn't quite do that. So you can come in there, talk about gigs you're going to, talk about albums properly, songs, what we get hyped for music, ask us questions as well. Come and join in, be a ragamuffin, and we'll have some fun together.